My identity is made by what my parents think I should be. Getting to what you really want to do is impossible.
I believe that the best basketball player in the world is not Michael Jordan.
I love to dream, but I also love that you can always be a bit open to maybe that there's other things.
Rise and shine, it's Espresso time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have an amazing gift inside you that I want to see exploded onto the world. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Be exposed to new experiences. Over to you, Jay Shetty.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
At 18, I was really fortunate when I met a monk. And this monk was invited to speak. And I kind of just went because one of my friends forced me to. At that time, I was listening to CEOs and entrepreneurs and business people and marketers who I thought that's what I was aspiring to be like. And then I hear this monk. And he captivated me like no one had ever captivated me before. It was like staring at the most beautiful woman on the planet. You know, I was completely fixated on him and his message. See, we live in echo chambers. We're just surrounded by the same thinking. How often do you bump into a monk? You know, it just doesn't happen. No one has a dinner party and goes, oh yeah, we just invited the monk, you know, from town, like the local monk. Like no one ever does that. And so we meet people who are just like us most of the time. And we talk about this in business all the time. If you want to be a billionaire, spend time with billionaires. If you want to be a millionaire, spend time with millionaires. If you want to be a tech startup, spend time with, you know, that's the common rhetoric that we hear all the time. But what if you want to find purpose and master the mind? There's no one better than a monk who's mastered the mind. So for me, the first step is just opening yourself up to new experiences and new role models. Because most of us can't see ourselves in people, so then we try and fit ourselves into the boxes that we do see. And I mean, there's this beautiful quote that I've been saying it everywhere, and I wish I wrote it, but I didn't. So it's by a philosopher and writer named Cooley. And he said that today, I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Right? And just let that blow your mind for a moment. It's so powerful. I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. So we live in this perception of a perception of ourselves. Hence, my identity is made by what my parents think I should be. My identity is made up by what my college or university thinks I should achieve. While you're living in that bubble and that echo chamber, getting to what you really want to do is impossible because maybe that just doesn't fit. And I think so many people feel that way today, that they don't fit into the current education system. They don't fit with the 3 or 4 or 5 careers that you're taught exist. So that process of self-excavation and actualization first requires being exposed. You can't be what you can't see. If I never saw a monk, I would never have wanted to be a monk. If I never meet a billionaire, I wouldn't want to be one because I wouldn't know what that feels like. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it takes. And I think that's the biggest challenge of our society, that we're not exposed. So that's the first step, being exposed to unique experiences and role models. Second step is finding that experience or role model that you're passionate about, and exactly like you said, taking it seriously. Shadow them, network with them, spend time with them, observe them, even from afar. It takes that observation, being addicted to observing that person's lifestyle. And then the third step is going yes or no. Does that work for me? Not everyone who's going to go off and become a monk is going to feel like the way I did, and that's cool. But not everyone is going to go and follow and shadow a billionaire and go, that's exactly the lifestyle I want. They may want the result, but do they want the hard work that goes with it? And so for me, that's the third step. It's observing, focusing, shadowing, getting as close to the process of that individual, and then going yes or no. Do I want that process? Not do I want the result? Everyone wants to be that monk who's fully enlightened, you know, can walk through, has an incredible aura that people just gravitate towards. But when you realize he has to wake up at 2 a.m. every day and sleeps about 4 to 6 hours, you're like, you know, I don't want to do it. That doesn't sound like me.
You don't know what you don't know. When you can really wrap your head around this, when you realize that you think you know what you want, you think you know the path that you should be going down, but you actually don't know until you go out and experience it. And there's an entire world out there that you don't have a concept of until you start saying yes and trying things. Until you embrace that, until you recognize that you don't know what you don't know, you're going to be constantly living in this box of what is known to you, and that's a very limited life. I have a philosophy that's really served me well, which is I like to say yes to everything, at least once. I'll say yes to it once and just see how I feel about it. Try not to judge it and just say yes, experience it and see if it's for me and if I want to go back and do it again. So 3 quick examples of things I've said yes to. I tried rock climbing, I tried snowboarding, and I tried salsa dancing. I tried rock climbing even though I'm afraid of heights. I don't like heights. They don't suit me well, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll go once, we'll see what it's like. I got in the harness. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I was afraid of the heights. The harness was in my crotch. It felt tight. I didn't enjoy reaching for the next thing. It just wasn't a fantastic experience for me. And I know I don't want to hate on rock climbing. I know a bunch of you guys probably love it. Amazing, awesome, do it. Be the best rock climber in the world. It's just not for me, and I tried it. I tried snowboarding. I became obsessed with snowboarding. I went every single day one winter snowboarding. I got my board, I went every day. I pushed off meetings, I was answering emails on the ski lift up, and I got decently good. I was carving, I was doing some jumps. I was obsessed with it for a little while, and then it fell off. I went every day in one winter, then the next winter I went maybe 4 or 5 times with Nina, and then the next winter I stopped, and I didn't go back this winter either, and it's gone. I haven't gone snowboarding. We're probably gonna sell those snowboards. But I tried it. I know what it's like. Mad respect for everybody who loves snowboarding. It's a great rush. I'm just not interested in it anymore. I tried salsa dancing. On paper, salsa dancing would not be great for me. I don't speak Spanish. I'm tall. I don't know the steps. I didn't learn any dancing growing up. I take giant steps. Learning as an adult is difficult. I don't understand the beat and the rhythm of the music. Lots of stuff kind of working against me compared to people who have done salsa their entire life and it's part of their culture. But all right, I'll try it. Why not? No judgment. Let's go in and just see how it works. And you know what? I kind of liked it. So I went back and I did it again and I did it again. And the obsession level wasn't even that of snowboarding. Snowboarding, instantly I was hooked. I needed to do it immediately. Salsa, I slowly picked up steam. I got better and better and better and better and better. And here I am now, running, owning, investing in the largest salsa dance school in Canada for sure, maybe North America. And so you never know where things are gonna go. If I only knew what I knew, right? I started this message with you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know that I would be great and have tons of fun at salsa dancing. I didn't know that I would wanna invest in a salsa dancing business. I didn't know all that stuff. I didn't know until I tried it. And even when I tried it for the first time, it wasn't with the ambition that this has to be my next big business. One thing led to another, led to another, led to another. I followed what I was excited by, followed what I enjoyed, and then led to this. And so in general, taking the approach of just saying yes. Just stop judging things and say yes. Somebody invites you to go do something, say yes. Somebody invites you to a new restaurant, say yes. Try this new food, say yes. Try this new dance, say yes. You limit yourself. We limit ourselves by default. We just say no. We're built in to say no because probably biologically somewhere in our history we have this fear of new things. But you will never discover what you have Michael Jordan level talent at, what you could be the best in the world at, if you're not trying a whole bunch of things. I believe that the best basketball player in the world is not Michael Jordan. The best basketball player in the world is an accountant right now because he never picked up a basketball, because he never tried. Everybody should try basketball. Everybody should try Italian food. Everybody should try to be an entrepreneur. Everybody should try to launch a YouTube channel. Everybody should try as many things as possible, especially early on in life. Don't get locked into a certain path only because this is what your parents want you to do, or this is what the family has always done. Try that path. It may be great for you, but chances are it's not. Like, most people don't end up wanting to be like their parents. Most people end up being like their parents, but they don't want that. And you're too afraid to break free of the tradition. You're too afraid to go down this scary path. But that's the path that you can be great at. That's the path that you have Michael Jordan level abilities and talent and ingenuity at. And you will never know unless you try new things, get exposed to new experiences, and say yes. Now I have a really special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, I wanna know what is one thing that you need to say yes to, that you are dying to say yes to, that today you're gonna say yes to. What is it? Leave in the comments below, and by writing it down, you're committing yourself to actually do it. You're getting results out of just watching this video, so you're not only watching content on YouTube, you're actually making a change in your life? What is that thing you're gonna release and say yes to for the one person who's listening to me who's gonna actually do it? Put it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself, and whatever your one word is, much love. I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of espresso, and enjoy the bonus clip.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going.
Like I said, I love to dream, but I also love that you can always be a bit open to maybe that there's other things you want to do too. That's also something, being an actor, that thing of, I think it's maybe a good thing to be open to that you could do other things. It's a bit like when I decided not maybe to act, because I thought that my life was taking another turn, and that was suddenly the first time a door actually opened for me to get the chance to act. And I think to do other things and to kind of step out to this industry and have other experiences will hopefully give you more tools to act. So maybe that could be something. Go away and do something completely different and then get back to it.
I think it's probably good to step back from one's work for a while and try something totally new. I think it does revitalize your original enthusiasms, and that's what it has been like for me over the last few years. And now that I have ventured back into something that's very personalized, it does seem that there's been a lot brewing, and it is just, thank God this is visual.
So let me give you the one-word secret to happiness. One word. This is all you need to be happy.
The most important word ever.
If you had to think of one word that's most important to you, or that sums you up, or that would be kind of like a little beacon.
Hey Believe Nation, if you want to know what the most important one word is for Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Oprah Winfrey, will.i.am, and Howard Schultz, I have a very special secret video for you. Check the description for details.